Hello everyone, how are you? Dr. Afonso Salgado presenting to you who bought this equipment here, the Miltapod. The Miltapod, you know, who had your first contact with it, it has a little button here, you charged it here. One interesting thing it has, is that you can buy a simple cable here. It's for sound emission. Because today, folks, you can plug in this little cable here. It has an adapter, and you have a piece of equipment where you can put on your cell phone, for example, binaural sounds. And with this cable here, you can link your cell phone, have it play in the room, or you can put on headphones. And then you have a sound program. So this right here is specifically for emission. For example, you can set it to sound, and you can also set a particular program. And light is passing through at the same time sound passes with it, because when you transmit sound, since it goes through the air, this light goes too. So you transfer light with sound, okay? So presenting to you this Miltapod. It was born, the technology in Russia, and it has laser, LED, and electromagnetic field. So when you charge it, it lasts for many days. It has 15 programs. So I'm going to talk about each one. It has the anti-inflammatory program. All programs are 5 minutes long, with the exception of the universal program, which is 10 minutes long, because it has 3 programs together inside. So it has anti-inflammatory, it has the regenerator, for example, and it has analgesic. So when you use the universal, it already does 3 programs together, especially for those who have, joint pain, inflammation somewhere. You use the universal, and it's the only one that's 10 minutes long. So let's talk about the programs. So the first one that appeared for me is the anti-inflammatory. Second is the healing one. The third is to reduce pain, the analgesic. It shows up as antalgic, right? Universal. It's at number 3. It's because it has 3 programs inside. The anti-infectious one, which is IFCTX, if you set it, because you can also change the language you want. So remember that the anti-infectious one already comes out in blue, right? So you're seeing that it has, what is the advantage of this equipment, folks? It has all the wavelengths of the sun. So it has blue, yellow, green, orange, you see red, infrared, green. So that's the big advantage. You have a cluster in your hand, one of the most complete in the world, okay? This therapy, Milton, only exists in France and here in the United States. Then you have the hepato-detox program. It's to detoxify the biliary and hepatic pathways, the liver. Hemo-detox is for cleaning the blood. It's a hemo-detoxification in the case of blood. Next, you have bioregulation. Bioregulation, when applied to organs, will regulate them. So you have a thyroid problem. It's dysregulated, you press it and use bioregulation. Look, right here. All the programs, they already have the pulses, everything programmed, but you must obey and follow the guidance of the health professional who recommended this to you. The protocols will vary. This video is just to explain how it works, right? Then you have the program for biostimulation. So I'll use the thyroid as an example for you to see here. If I have hypothyroidism, my thyroid, it functions less, right? And then I'll press biostimulation and I'll place it, under the guidance of your health professional over the thyroid, for example, okay? Your intestine, it's sluggish, you'll apply biostimulation to the intestines, okay? And here's the one I mentioned, diffusion. It says diff sound, it's for this cable here. It will basically what? Broadcast the sound. So when you press it, it's in this program that it will enter, right? The light along with the sound you put in the cable here, okay? Then you have the dopamine release program. So now the next 4 programs, once you have guidance from your health professional, you will use them on the brain according to that person's instructions. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter, acetylcholine is another neurotransmitter, GABA, it's another neurotransmitter, and serotonin is another neurotransmitter. Is that clear? So I'll give the example of serotonin here to illustrate a clinical case. When you set it to serotonin and press here, where is serotonin produced most? In the intestines. So I'll place it on the intestines, on the loops, ascending, transverse, descending colon, 5 minutes each. but I'm going to release serotonin to the intestines. What will that do? It'll make you want to have a bowel movement. So it will stimulate the intestines in case of constipation. Now, if you use the serotonin program here, look, on the neck, you're stimulating cranial serotonin. It's very different. Serotonin in the intestines, it is systemic. Cranial serotonin is, for example, if you're in a depression and your psychiatrist prescribed, a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, when you place it here, to increase serotonin in your blood, it will help, for example, to reduce your depression. But what do you have to do? Besides the intestines, which often doesn't cross over to reach the brain, you have to do it here on the brain. For example, it's in the equipment manual, but you'll also be guided by your healthcare professional, okay? Then you have a program called cardio, which is to be placed over the heart, of course. Remember that everything you use, right, with the Miltapod, you'll place it on your skin. Is that clear? So you'll select cardio, press it, and place it under your shirt here over your heart. Is that clear? So this here, then you have a program again. It starts over, anti-inflammatory, healing, analgesic. So you have 15 programs at your disposal. See if that's clear. The only one that's universal, 3, it has 3 programs inside. It's 10 minutes long. The rest are all 5 minutes. But if you're doing a hemo-detox, place it for 2.5 on one side, 2.5 on the other, as per your healthcare professional's guidance. Is that clear? So here are some more tips on using the Miltapod.